Welcome to part 2 of my 100 Days in Stardew Valley series. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, go watch that now. I'll wait here. Okay, enough waiting. Just a heads up, this playthrough now includes a few mods. They'll all be listed in the description below if you want to check any of them out. This was also recorded post 1.6 update, so there's some new content in here too. Now, let's get into summer of year 1. Make sure to like and subscribe. Day 29, the first day of summer. I woke up to see all my preparations that I did the last day of spring were all for nothing, so I prepared my farm again, putting all the sprinklers down before going to Pierre's local shop to buy all the summer seeds that I needed. I planted them and redecorated my house before going to bed. Day 30, I woke up and watered all my crops that didn't have sprinklers. I decided to do a community center run since I had a lot of stuff laying around in chests that needed to be donated. I realized I only had to donate an iron and a gold bar to get my minecarts rebuilt, so I went mining for gold. Fun fact about the community center for anyone who's new to Stardew Valley: once you complete special bundles in each room, the Junimos, along with making the room look all pretty, do little tasks around the valley, like fixing the bus to go to the desert, getting rid of a giant boulder, and a lot more stuff. Minecarts are included in that. The minecarts are a form of fast travel and they help you get around the valley a lot easier. Anyways, back to what I was doing. While mining, I remembered I took a quest from the board to kill some red slimes, so I did that while I was down there. I got out late and smelted the iron and gold before sprinting to the community center to donate them. While running, I saw a possum, I think. I got into bed with 10 minutes to spare. Day 31. I got a letter in the post from Mayor Lewis asking me to find his shorts? Ignoring that, I went to the mines to get more gold for sprinklers. I organized what needed to be donated to the museum and went to town to put them in the chest that's next to the blacksmith. But on the way there, I found Linus digging through George's bins. I approved of his actions and went on my merry way. After putting my goods in the chest, I went back home to place my final sprinklers before going to bed. Day 32. I woke up and got rid of all the stone that was on my farm before going to Clint's. I got him to open some geodes and then put my pickaxe in to get upgraded. I donated a lot to the museum before going home and clearing debris that was on my farm. Day 33. I cut down some trees and snuck into the secret woods using a chair. I wanted to cut down the stumps to get experience since I wasn't level 6 foraging yet, and there was a thunderstorm due the next day. At foraging level 6, you get the recipe to make thunder rods, which help prevent your crops from getting zapped. Once I get that level, I go fishing for the rest of the day, and struggle a little bit. Oh my god, that was horrendous. I complete a fishing quest for Willy and took another help wanted quest on the way home. I got foraging level 6, obviously, and fishing level 3. Day 34. My pickaxe was ready, which meant it was time to gather as much iron for thunder rods as possible. I made 2 and put them on my farm before rushing to Clint's and standing in the rain for 2 hours. Once he opened his doors, I ran in, grabbed my pickaxe, and sped to the mines. I got some iron for rods and gold for Clint's quest. When I did the quest, I got a bonus ticket, so I went to Lewis's house to cash it in for my prize. These are new in the 1.6 update and let you get prizes for doing good deeds in the town. I got summer squash seeds from it. When I went back to the farm, I placed my lightning rods and made some space for my new crops before going to bed. I got mining level 6. Day 35. I heard an explosion during the night, but I forgot about it by the morning. I learnt my weekly Queen of Sauce recipe before going to check if any of my crops fell victim to the storm. Luckily, they were all fine. I harvested my radishes and went to check the traveling cart, not expecting anything. To my surprise, there was red cabbage seeds! These are really hard to get in year 1, so the fact that I got them so early was great for me. I planted the seeds and went to the mines to get gold and iron for sprinklers. I reached level 90 of the mines. For a bad luck day, I was getting an insane amount of stuff, which is great. I got combat level 5 and I chose fighter. Day 36. I woke up and completed 2 help wanted quests. I gave Gus a gift since it was his birthday, then went to the mines because it was a good luck day. I immediately got 2 infested floors in a row. I reached level 100 of the mines and got my first star drop, which tasted like money? Money. I adopted him and named him Richard. There was a reason. Can't remember it now, but here we are. Day 37. I found a meteor on the farm, which was most definitely the explosion I heard the other night. I decided to go to the mines early to try speedrun to level 120. That didn't happen. I made it to floor 110 and almost died on an infested floor, but I was too stubborn to leave. I found an iridium node, which I didn't know was possible in the normal mines, and got a good sword from a crate. I got combat level 6 and mining level 7. Day 38. I got a letter inviting me to tomorrow's luau. I remembered I had the to-do list mod installed, so I listed off a load of things I wanted to accomplish so I didn't get distracted. I went to go upgrade my backpack finally, but on the way to Pierre's, I saw what day it was. It was Wednesday. I went straight to Maru's to give her a birthday present before going to the mines. I got an immunity ring from a bat which looked quite fashionable. I finally reached level 120 of the mines and found a skull-shaped key. I wonder what this opens. We'll find that out at some point. Don't worry about it. I then kept refreshing floor 65 to farm iron before heading home and going to bed. Day 39. I went to the mines to gather more iron before the luau. Once I went, I contributed a gold quality pepper to the curry. It apparently wasn't good enough though, despite the governor getting excited over it. Ungrateful little. Dejected, I went home and went straight to bed. Day 40. I woke up and my summer squashes were ready. I sold them and went to the mines to grind up even more iron for upgrades. I got a refined quartz bar by breaking some crystals, which I didn't know was possible, but apparently it is. I also stopped by the traveling cart to see she had even more red cabbage seeds. I don't know how I'm getting so lucky on this file because usually these are the last things that I get for the community center. Day 41. My melons were ready. I harvested them and sold them all, but my 5 gold star ones to Pierre, saving them for the community center. I bought the backpack upgrade and went to Clint's to open some more geodes and gave him my axe to upgrade. I went to Willie's to buy myself a new fishing rod. While I was there, we had a chat about what he's got in the back of his shop, and it's something that he may show me in the future. Wondering what he's talking about, I spent the rest of my night fishing. I got farming level 7 and fishing level 4. Day 42. My blueberries and other crops were ready. I sold them and decided against mining, so I went fishing for the day instead. I almost got fishing level 5 but passed out. While passed out, I dreamt of a man with a cool hat and glasses dropping boxes all over the valley from a plane. Day 43. I went to Robin's first thing in the morning to get a coop built on my farm. When walking in, I bumped into Demetrius and Maru doing some sort of lab work. I decided to lend a hand, but once me and Demetrius were alone for a moment, he insinuated I was getting in the way of his daughter's bright future. I stood awkwardly when Maru came back and left immediately once we were finished. I bolted to Clint's after that strange interaction and grabbed my axe. I gave in my pickaxe for an upgrade this time around. Feeling the need to calm down, I fished for the rest of the day and passed out once again. Got fishing level 6 though and chose Fisher. Day 44. A Jojo worker found me when I was passed out and robbed me. That was lovely. Getting over my heavy loss, I harvested my summer forage crops. I opened my first mystery crate and got a crab cake. Yum. I donated some bits to the museum and went to Pierre's to buy some flower seeds for some bundles. I finally brought down enough wood to rebuild the bridge on the beach. I completed a quest for Gus and went home to plant my seeds before heading to bed. Day 45. I woke up to the weather report saying that tomorrow was going to have green rain. I spent my morning clearing big logs from my farm and found not one but 2 meteors, one of which was right in the center of my tree tapper area. I went to pick up my pickaxe and dropped off a birthday pizza for Sam. I just ran around doing random chores before going to bed. Day 46. Today was my first ever green rain. I woke up and it felt as though I was back home in Ireland. I cleared a little weeds that appeared overnight on my farm and also collected as much moss as possible. I also cut down a lot of trees. I ran around the town talking to townspeople, seeing their reactions, and almost cried at what Sebastian said. The frogs! I gathered as many resources as possible before heading home. I got farming level 8. Day 47. I woke up and it was storming outside. The coop was built, so I spent the majority of the day taking hay out of the coop, cutting grass to make more hay, and then repeating it until there was no grass left. This may seem silly, but this way I can clear my farm and no hay goes to waste, and I don't need to buy another silo. I went to Marnie's and bought 2 chickens, which I named Mashed and Baked. I chopped down trees and got rid of any stone left on my farm. Before I went to bed, I put some tasks on my list to keep me on track. Day 48. I woke up and gathered my crops that had grown. I got an alert about a trout derby, so I went looking for it. I found it in Cindersap Forest. This is a new festival where you can collect tags from rainbow trouts and trade them in for some fun prizes. I fished for some rainbow trout and it was taking too long, so I went to make a bait maker to speed up the process. I got distracted though and went mining for iron until I rushed home to sleep. Day 49. I woke up and did my morning chores. Went to the traveling cart and she had a rabbit's foot. I debated getting it but got it in the end for a bundle. One less thing to worry about. I donated all my hoarded goods to the museum and community center. Afterwards, I gave Pam her pale ale and Lewis a largemouth bass. I also bought a barn and now I'm broke. But it's okay because I got foraging level 7. Day 50. My blueberries were ready for another harvest, so I picked them. I realized both my chickens were white, which is bad since I need both white and brown eggs for the community center. I began to make the area bigger for them, but blocked myself in and had no way to get out, so I had to restart my day. My blueberries were ready for another harvest, so I picked them. I realized both my chickens were white, which was bad because I needed a white and a brown egg for the community center. I fixed up the fences around the barn and the coop and began mentally planning out how I wanted to rearrange my farm. I hated how once I stepped out my house, it was full of crops and I had no space to run. I went and gave Linus a gold bar and got a ticket. With the ticket, I got 3 mystery boxes. Day 51. I rushed to Clint's that morning and opened my mystery boxes. I got mixed seeds, trout soup, and quality fertilizer. Great haul. While I was there, I upgraded my pickaxe to gold and then went home to fill any gaps on my farm with wheat. I moved some stuff around to sort out a new and better layout for fall. Day 52. My flowers had grown, so I harvested them and planted wheat seeds in their place. I bought a brown chicken to replace baked and went to the community center to check what fish I needed to catch. Since it was raining, I couldn't catch a pufferfish, so I went and caught a ghost fish and a wood skip. I chopped down some trees and found a mystery box before going to bed. Day 53. It's melon day! I harvested them all and sold them, again replacing them with wheat seeds to keep the fertilizer for next season. I bought an apple tree but didn't plant it due to the weather forecast predicting a stormy day the next day. I went fishing for a pufferfish and got Leah a flounder for a quest. I got farming level 9 and fishing level 7. Day 54. I sold my blueberries that I had grown that morning. I went and bought a cow and named her Bonya. I checked the traveling cart and there was nothing good to offer. I finally mined the 2 meteors that were on my farm. I made a bee house and placed it near my own house so I could see when the honey was ready. I then went mining for copper. If anyone has any advice on how to get a lot of copper, please comment tips below. It is the one ore I can't farm efficiently and would rather not spend all my money at Clint's. While mining, I found an infested floor where a slime dropped money, another one dropped a mystery box, and then another one dropped a prismatic shard. I felt very lucky. Day 55. I didn't fancy another mines day, so I caved and bought copper from Clint. While I was there, I opened some geodes and mystery boxes. I spent the rest of the day tidying my tapper area and the rest of my farm. Day 56. The last day of summer and this video. I got a Mackie roll in the post, so I put it in the community center. I checked the traveling cart and then went and bought some extra seeds for later. Those will be going to the greenhouse that will hopefully be built soon. I organized my farm ready for fall and almost forgot to attend the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies. What I did forget though was to turn my music on in game, so this scene was uncomfortably silent. I went back home and placed down my final sprinklers before calling it a night. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe. We are so close to 20,000, which is a crazy number. Thank you so much to all my Patreons for your support as well. You're all scrolling by on screen right now, so thank you so much. You're all amazing, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!